Hello everyone, welcome back to another video from Exotic Astrology. Today we will discuss about the most important house in the horoscope. Yes, you saw it right. It is the ninth house. Okay, so let us discuss what is the ninth house, why it is the most important house. Okay, and because ninth house is the house of God, so as I always say before starting, God is there with you all the time. Just look to him and he will be there. Okay, so ninth house is a very magnanimous house. It is a part of the trikona, the dharma trikona. What is trikona? Trikona is the first, fifth, and the ninth house. Okay, fifth and ninth are exclusively trikonas, and first house is a trikona and a kendra simultaneously. Okay, so, what is the ninth house? On a mundane level, it is the house of your father, okay, your seniors, people who are above you, okay, and it is the house of fortune, it is the house of luck, it is the house of prosperity, it is the house of goodness, it is the house of morality, okay, and on the ultimate level, it is the house of God, spirituality, the scriptures, religion, religious people, prophets, your gurus, your preceptors, your guides, your counselors, okay, and anybody who has the power to bless us. Blessing is the ninth house. Why is blessing connected to fortune? Fortune means that which we get without much difficulty, or that which we get when we don't deserve it. Okay, that is why people say he's very fortunate to get this. That means might be he doesn't deserve it, might be he deserves it also, but might be he doesn't deserve it also. Without even deserving, he gets it. Well, nobody gets anything unless he doesn't deserve it by karma. Okay, so whenever anybody has something, we should understand that he deserves it actually. Okay, so why is ninth house connected to fortunes and blessings? Because when somebody blesses us, okay, it is your mother, your father, your guru, your guide, your counselor, your preceptor, your seniors, your elders in the family. Then in India, they used to bless the women that Saubhagyavati Bhava, which means may you be a wife for very long. Okay, Saubhagya means fortune. It is the ninth house. May fortune be with you. And generally, husband is considered to be the person who brings fortune to his wife. That is why Saubhagyavati Bhava means that may your husband always be with you. May you always be with your husband. May there never be dissension, quarrels, and fights and separation. Okay. May there be happiness. Any sort of blessing. Now, when a person blesses us, what happens? We get something which we do not actually deserve, or we get it very easily, right? Suppose you go to a great yogi and you ask him, can you please bless me that I can have this? If the yogi blesses, you might have it, who knows? Now, suppose you did not go to the yogi and you tried to do it on your own self, okay? Then it would become very difficult for you. So that's what is the meaning of fortune, that things become easy for you, okay? You are protected. Shelter is the ninth house, okay? And that is why it is also the house of the father, because from father you get shelter. Okay, your father provides you food, clothing, shelter, etc., and mother is the fourth house, which provides you love, nourishment, care, comforts. Okay, so ninth house is very important because it is the house of higher learning, higher wisdom, higher philosophy. It is the house of long distance travel. Okay, and ninth house is also the house of spirituality. By higher wisdom, by higher knowledge, what happens to us? We go high, 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 and high in consciousness. Our consciousness is raised from animalistic instincts, and then we raise it above, 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 and we take it to highest, to the zenith. Who is the zenith? It is God. So when we are able to feel love for God, okay, whichever religion you are, either you are a Hindu or you are a Muslim or you are a Sikh, you are a Christian or you are Zoroastrian, irrespective of that, when you are able to feel connection to the Almighty, to the Creator, that is why I have put this photo. This person is standing and he is seeing the universe. I do not know what this photo is about, but ninth house is the house of the Creator, God. Okay, and who is the person who has the power to bless us in a supreme sense? It is God. That is why it is the house of blessing, because God always blesses us. If you see the Vedic scriptures, you see Lord Vishnu has four hands. Okay, with one hand he's taking the conch, one hand he's holding the lotus and he's blessing us with that. Okay, on one hand he has the disc which is called the Sudarshan Chakra, which is to kill the evils, and he has his mace on the other fourth hand, which is called Gada, which is also used to kill negative energies and kill demons. Okay, and ninth house is the house of Dharma, which is religion. Okay, of course Dharma has a larger meaning, as I had already said in the earlier videos of the Trikona, that Dharma means our duty. Dharma means, it comes from the Sanskrit word dharan. Dharan means one which holds us, that which upholds us. Okay, that which gives us strength, because Trikonas are supports to the Kendra, the first, fourth, seventh, and the 10th house. So anything that holds us, makes us strong inside as a person. Okay, it is the ninth house. Ninth house is also the house of principles. Okay, that is why people having planets in the ninth house, they are very principled, they are very disciplined, they are very much law abiding. Okay, they can be religious also at times. And ninth house is a very beautiful house. Benefic planets like Jupiter, Mercury, especially Moon and Venus do exceptionally well. If there is Venus placed in the ninth house, for a man, his wife will bring luck, fortune, and prosperity in his life after he gets married. If Jupiter is placed in the ninth, then children bring prosperity. If Sun is placed in the ninth, then always maintain good relationship with your father, because through father you get name, you get fame, you get luck, you get fortune. Okay, because father is the one who gives you shelter. Okay, he's always there for you, whatever happens nonetheless. And suppose somebody has Mars in the ninth, then there can be some quarrels with the father or with religious people, or difficulty in finding one's religious path or one's connection to higher higher powers. If somebody has Rahu, then a person can have weird conceptions about religion. For example, Adolf Hitler had Rahu in the ninth house, and he had a weird conception that Jews are the cause of trouble for the universe, and so let us kill all of them. Okay, if Moon is there in the ninth, then it is seen the mother is exceptionally religious. Okay, and the person's mind also, because Moon is the mind. The mind is sitting in the ninth house of spirituality, so he's very much inclined. Even when Sun is there, because Sun represents the soul, it is the significator of the self. When Sun and Moon are placed, the person is very religious, very much committed to his path, his dharma, his duty, what he should be doing in life. Okay, and if planet like Mercury is there, he can be very analytical and he can pursue a lot of religious social gatherings. Even if Jupiter is there, he will gain a lot of happiness from religious people and from seniors and from family and from children also. His luck, prosperity will begin when he has children. And apart from this, if Saturn is placed in the ninth house, then the person can be very orthodox about his religious beliefs. Okay, depending on the dignity of Saturn, which sign Saturn is placed in, and whichever planets are aspecting Saturn. We will discuss about aspects and effects of planets in different signs later. Okay, but primarily it is the house of goodness, it is the house of principles, morality, because all these things come in one line. From your guru you get higher knowledge, that is why it is the house of higher knowledge. Okay, and you go to pilgrimages, long distances, the Vatican City, the Makkah, it is the Kedarnath, or it is Jagannath Puri in India, or it is Dwarika, or it is Tirupati, okay, or it is Medina for the Muslims, or it is the Dome of the Rock for the Jews. Okay, and these are long distance travels people do to go to God and to seek shelter in Him and have faith in Him. Okay, and that is why it is the most important house. It is more important than any other house because this is what defines you. Okay, your connection to the higher authorities, to Supreme God, and ultimately this is the house of happiness, because if this house is strong, no matter what happens, Lord Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita, which is a holy book of the Hindus, that ब्रह्मभूता प्रसन्नात्मा न सोचति न कांक्षति समा सर्वेषु भूतेषु मद्भक्तिं लभते पराम. Brahmabhuta Prasanatma. When a person is fixed in God, na sochati na kankshati, he gives up two things, hankering and lamentation. Sama sarveshu bhuteshu, he sees everyone with equal vision. Mad bhaktim labhate param. At that moment, he attains me. This Lord Krishna is telling that when a person is spiritually elevated, he gives up two things. One is hankering and lamentation. You will see your mind. Our mind is always oscillating between past and future. It is never in the present. See? So Lord Krishna is telling Brahma Bhuta Prasannatma. Brahma Bhuta is spiritual consciousness. Prasannatma is happiness. Na sochati na kankshati. Sochati is thinking, and kankshati is aspiring or lamenting past, present, future. So the person who is happy in spiritual life, he will never hanker or either lament. Okay, and because of that, sama sarveshu bhuteshu, he sees everybody with equal vision, and mad bhaktim lavate pam, he attains me at that state. Okay, so we will discuss more in detail what spirituality is, how to connect to God through spiritual practices, different practices like yoga, meditation, chanting of the holy names of God. Okay, and lastly, it is the house of your gurus, your guides, your counselors, your teachers. Okay, father like personalities, because they give us knowledge, they give us higher education. Okay, and we have two significators for the ninth house. One is sun, significator of the father, and one is Jupiter, the significator of our gurus. Okay, and ultimately both represent light and spirituality, going towards God. Okay, so presence of any planet like sun, moon, or Venus, or Mercury, or Jupiter is extremely beneficial for the ninth house. Okay, and that's it from my side. If you like this video, then please subscribe to my channel and let me know if you have any questions or queries in the comments. Okay, until next time, see you, bye bye.